Hello, I'm Bio Reviews, and today we'll be watching the movie Jurassic Park. Well, kind of watch. I'm still gonna edit things out, but still, this is my first review. So if you guys like it, just let me know, and I will give some insights that I found during the movie's production, like some funny lines and whatnot, and the original effects that they were gonna do. So not to waste any time, this is the movie Jurassic Park. And we'll be talking about the novel too. So there's that. So, the opening movie begins with them transporting a dinosaur to their exhibit. Honestly, if they were able to bring back the dinosaurs, man, we really must have came far in science. Gives you something to think about. So they're transporting one of the more dangerous dinosaurs out there. Am I right? Yep, he knows I'm right. In case you guys don't know, I do have a dinosaur myself in here. And yes, don't worry, he's locked up. In fact, I even gave him a name. His name is Vector. Get Vector Raptor with a V. But anyway, regardless, this is a really intense opening to the movie. So you will get so you get this some urgency and why this is a urgent. See, sorry about the film quality. I'm not sure. I'm still in the new on editing things on software, so this is the best I'm gonna have to do. I apologize, but regardless, this is still a good movie. This is a really neat opening, and also it'd be a sin if I didn't show this scene. Yeah, I love this scene. Yeah. Well, regardless of that, was cut to the what is now cut to the archaeological part of the film. Well, till then, we're gonna stick with John Hammond. This is the guy now in this scene where they're discussing business between the lawyer and John Hammond himself. I do love the scene. This is a really good movie, regardless. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. The production now in the novel they did describe that there was an ancient try there was ancient civilization here. Sorry, my grammar's off. I apologize. There was an ancient civilization mentioned in the novels, and originally they were going to use stop motion animation. We'll touch on that later. But rest assured, you'll know that the funniest lines came from that idea. So this is where they find the amber, or the fossilized amber of the mosquito. Now, no, normally I would just have a prop with me, but I'm not gonna keep a prop on me. But I do like the look of the effects. I mean, look at that. There is no there's a well, you can't really look, but because I don't know anything about editing yet. But rest assured, it's pretty. I'm sure you all seen the movie by now. So here's a scene that shows the archaeologists, archaeolog. Sorry, a scientist. I'll just say that because I can't speak right today. Out. So we see a archaeologist. Thank you. We see an archaeologist working on dinosaur fossil, and he's played by Sam Neill. Yo, my boy, Sam Neill. Now the reason why I like Sam Neill so much for two reasons. I like Sam Neill because I like him in other roles, and my first impression of him wasn't really this movie. Believe it or not, it was Event Horizon when I first saw him in. And I want you to keep in mind, I was 5 years old when I saw that movie. Really makes you think. But anyway, we'll talk about Event Horizon another time. But right now, I like where this is going so far. Sorry, I really do need a haircut. So they have discovered a breed of dinosaur known as bird of prey, aka the raptors, velociraptors to be exact. Believe it or not, I do have some insight on velociraptors. Don't know why. I just know they're actually the size of chickens. Yeah, I do research whenever like do reviews. I do whenever this is gonna be a sub series, like I said, where I will do research on films, see how they're made and whatnot. I mean, he's not wrong. Also, I do love this bit where he scares the kid. Honestly, I do that every Halloween. So what? I like scaring people on Halloween. It's funny. I wish I can get some recordings of that, but I can't. So he scares the kid by showing him something that he never thought he sees on dinosaur exposition. What's the word I'm trying to use? Ex whatever digging. I'll just say digging. Yeah. Yep. Yo, this is why I love Sam Neill in this movie, cause he does have ways to scare a kid. Now in the novel, he does not scare the kids. He doesn't scare the kids in the novel. In fact, Dr. Grant in the novel is actually a teacher. So this here, and he actually loves his kids in the movie. So here, uh, but here they just made him hate kids because I don't know. Although I do love the fact that this kid is actually terrifying. I love how terrifying he is. I wonder if I can bring. I wonder if that will become a thing in the future. Scaring kids for no reason. Well, it is a thing I do every Halloween, like I said. I should work at a haunted house. But yeah, anyway. Sorry, I make sure that the raptor doesn't get out of his cage. Because it'd be kind of weird. And it'd be kind of dangerous too. Why do I have a raptor in a cage? It's like asking why Godzilla tramples on buildings or why a shark swims. I don't know. That's what I do. I just collect weird fossilized creatures. This one I got from a wormhole. Don't ask why I got the. Don't ask why a wormhole came out of nowhere. I don't know either. It just came in. It came out of nowhere. It just crawled out, and I just said, "All right, guess it's mine now." It's like one of those situations where you're like, from Willy Wonka, it's like, "Stop! Don't come back." I kind of have the same attitude. So here's where we meet John Hammond. John Hammett. I love this character in the movie. John Hammett is my favorite character of the movie. However, in the novel, if you all read the novel or read the audiobook or just listened to the audiobook, I just had my sister tell me what I need to know. That is that Sam is a that is that guy in John Hammett is a real a hole in in the book. I mean, the dude didn't even care if his niece and grandkids were gonna die. They didn't care. He didn't care. I do love this movie, but I that's the one thing I'm grateful for in this movie is that they change his character. Now I do love watching films. In fact, that's pretty much what I do every day. But seeing how it was going to go in the first film, like say they actually adapted the book itself, word from word, scene to scene into a film. Now, will I go see it? Well, I don't think the 90s would have been ready for it. Let me explain. Because not only would it be too expensive to do Nedry's death scene, and yes, I actually had to look into that. It would have been a little bit too gruesome, and they were clearly trying to like be a wider audience. Now I can see it being an R-rated movie, but I don't see it working out. That's pretty much all I'll say about that. But I will give some funny insights on the movie. Like for instance, I did mention they were going to use stop motion earlier, but you'll see what I'll talk about that when I get to that scene when they show the dinosaurs. Well, oh my god, hang on a second, he's getting out. He's getting out. Get back in there. That was too close. That raptor was trying to get out. Oh. Now you might be wondering, how big is this raptor? Well, like I said, it's the size of a chicken. But regardless, I'm keeping him in the cage until I can figure out how to tame him. Now, a normal sane person wouldn't try to tame a dangerous beast. But I'm not sane, I'm insane, so hey, at least I'm being honest. By the way, I do love this scene here, where he's delivering the embryos, and this is something I would say in public. Like if I was this Nedry in this situation, and he says that infamous line, "Dinosaurs, we got dinosaurs here." See, no one cares. I love that. Although this line always got me. I do love that line. Just Donson, we got Donson here. See, no one cares. That is something I would use in public. Just if I was at a restaurant one day and someone said you shouldn't use my name, that's exactly what I'm gonna say at a restaurant. Why? I'm just an a-hole. Wait, what can I say? But okay, this is the one prop I did want to buy. Not for me, for my sister. Is the thing that they use to capture the embryos and sneak them out. That is amazing. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty funny. Where he just puts shaving cream on that woman's pie. Not gonna lie, that's pretty funny. Why? I'm just a sick jerk. What can I say? Here's the bill. Yeah. But anyway. Also, here's some song. Now, a lot of people had issues whenever I first saw Nostalgia Critic's review. Ooh, and Jeff Goldblum's in this movie. I forgot about that. Don't ask how I forgot. I haven't seen this movie in years, and I haven't been getting that much sleep, so sue me. But anyway. But I do like Jeff Goldblum in this movie. Now, my first introduction to Jeff Goldblum was, ironically enough, The Fly. Take a guess how old I was. 7. I had a weird childhood. Anyway. But I do like the fact that in this movie, Malcolm McDowell, so I think that's how his name is pronounced. But I do like him in this. I do like Jeff Goldblum in this movie. He does do a really good job. And his performance at the time was pretty good. Oh, and here's the best part. Where we get to the score everyone's remembering. God, I can see lyrics like, "Good luck getting the sing-along out of your head. It will be in your brain for weeks or till you're dead." Yo, that's kind of accurate, actually. Because I still remember this theme song. Years before I even saw the movie. I know it's kind of weird, but, you know, it's been a while. But I do love the fact how this movie goes. Like the scene in the helicopter, that's pretty cool. Well, kind of, it does have some humor. Hilarious. But anyway. Well, we learned before we get it right. Me, though. By the way, the shots in this movie are beautiful. Like the scene with the waterfall, that's a pretty shot. Now, I am studying to be a filmmaker. Like I said, I did tell everyone, I did make a post saying that I'm working on a film. But that film is on delayed at the moment. It's being delayed, so sooner or later I will get back to it. Also, those cars right there. I bet my sister will want one of those Jeeps. Just so she can put the logo on the side. Hey, can't fall good stuff like that. So then we get this scene where they're driving to the location of the dinosaurs. And don't worry, we'll get to the dinosaurs. So I can explain what effect they were going to. So I can explain that they were going to use stop motion originally. Yeah. Later, when that guy gets killed, that'll seem ironic. That line will seem ironic, actually. Here is the best part of the movie, which I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this, I was like, whoa. And I know they had to do like animatronics. The look on Sam Neill's face in this scene says it all, how much of a good actor he is. Me. The actor's face says it all. Now here we come to the scene. Okay, so they clearly use CGI, but like I said before, they were going to originally use stop motion. Stop motion animator Phil Tippett said that he was going to do some stop motion for the film, but someone showed Spielberg a scene or a CGI dinosaur, and that's what Phil Tippett. And that's what I love the scene. I love the line where he says, "Looks like we're out of a job. Don't you mean extinct?" That was a little thing that they said during when Spielberg said that to Phil Tippett. I think it is kind of funny and also kind of true because stop motion did become a thing in the past throughout this movie. That's funny. Just thought of someone saying stop motion is the day of the past in this movie. You know, I'll stop. But you get the idea. And not to worry, you'll give MX something to Animax to like parody. But yeah. Also, I do love some memes that came out of this. There were memes that came out of it. I love this movie already. Also, like I said, I love the memes that came into it. Like when you see a bunch of that one meme where they had gooses at random park, and then John Hammond is like, "Welcome to the park." I think what you're supposed to imagine is the theme running through. It's kind of funny when I first saw that. But regardless, this is still a really good scene. And like I said, John Hammond in this movie is way better. Because in the book, John Hammond is kind of a jerk. Like a rich, greedy jerk. I mean, I get the idea, but in the book, he didn't care about anyone's safety. So I'm glad they changed his character for the movie because I wouldn't have liked him. Alright, so when this is the scene where they said the funniest line. I'll even turn it up for you guys. This is where the funny line came from.
So what do you think?
We're out of a job. Don't you mean extinct?
You know what? That's still a funny line because, like I said, Phil Tippett. That's like a little nod between Phil Tippett and Spielberg. I love that line. Spielberg loved that line so much they just put it in the movie. Honestly, if I was a director and I said that to an actor or the effects artist, I'd probably put that in the movie too.
Hello, John. Well, fine, I guess. But how did I get here?
Well, let me show you. First, I need a drop of blood.
Don't. Trust me, if I were to do scenes like this, I'd probably say something like, you know what, that makes sense. So, yeah, they clone these dinosaurs, but you see the scenes where it explains where the dinosaurs came from are pretty funny. You know, I can see this being like an actual park. But I can also see where this goes wrong.
It's a blueprint for building a living thing. And sometimes animals that went extinct millions of years ago, like dinosaurs, left their blueprints behind for us to find.
I mean, not really. It's just a coincidence.
100 million years ago, there were mosquitoes, just like today. And just like today, they fed on the blood of animals, even dinosaurs.
I mean,
Sometimes, after biting a dinosaur, the mosquito would land on the branch of a tree and get stuck in the sap.
I
For
mean,
a long time, the tree sap would get hard and become fossilized, just like a dinosaur bone, preserving the mosquito inside. This fossilized tree sap, which we call amber, waited for millions of years with the mosquito inside until Jurassic Park scientists came along. Using sophisticated techniques, they extract the preserved blood from the mosquito and bingo, dino DNA.
I mean,
A full
I'm not gonna lie, that does make sense somewhat. But what are the chances that these dinosaurs were bitten by all different mosquitoes and all that?
It's that long. Since it's so old,
But
it's full of holes. Now that's where our geneticists take over. Think of machine supercomputers.
yeah.
Gene sequencers break down the strand in minutes. And virtual
But
reality
anyway,
displays
you get the
show
idea.
our geneticists the gaps in
So,
the DNA sequence.
hang on a second, guys.
Complete DNA
Hang on, folks. The raptor's trying to get out again. So I'm gonna fix that. Alright. There we go. There we go. Crisis averted. I put a box on top of the cage because that's where I was trying to get out mostly. But anyway, you get the idea about the whole film. I mean, it makes sense.
Are these characters auto-erotic? No, we have no animatronics here.
No animatronics because we couldn't afford that. Well, we can somewhat afford that. I'll explain later.
Wait a minute, how do you interrupt the cellular mitosis?
Can we see the unfertilized eggs?
Can't they stop these things? I'm sorry, it's kind of a ride.
I mean, can they do that? I mean, anyone could do that. They want to see dinosaurs. But yeah, oh man, just laid an egg in there. I had to deal with that at one point. But anyways, this is the scene where the effects really shine. And I'm not even gonna lie, this is where the effects do shine. The scene where where this animatronic.
I hope they passed before I had to go to boats. Why didn't you tell me? I insist on being here.
Oh, now I always wanted one, and somewhere on Earth there's a animatronic baby velociraptor, and I need to have it. So if anyone has any insight what that is, please tell me. Please tell me. But anyway, I do want this animatronic. The effects are amazing. Oh, I want one. Well, I guess wish granted. Because I'm going to soup the bat next to me tonight. But anyway. So, regardless, this is a really good film. And the scene where the baby is being born, one of the most adorable scenes I've ever seen.
There's no unauthorized breeding in Jurassic Park. Well, because all the animals in Jurassic Park are female.
With that. Aww. Somewhere on Earth that there is an animatronic velociraptor, and I want to have it. I will get it if I have to. I will go straight to Hollywood and get that raptor baby. But you get the idea. Also, Dr. Henry Wu Now, I know this is only in the game, and I don't think the game is canon, but I just want to point this out. In the game Trespasser, there's this, you can find Dr. Henry Wu's office where he has zombie love and Dino Love in on VHS. Of course, they're fake movies, but come on, that's funny. That's funny to think about. But regardless, this is a really good scene.
No, I'm simply saying that life finds a way.
And life does always find a way. I mean, he does have a point. Life does find a way eventually.
What species is this?
It's a velociraptor.
It's a velociraptor.
I mean, yeah. I mean, aren't you a scientist? I know if I was a scientist, I wouldn't be asking questions. I probably already knew them. Or do scientists ask questions? Let me know in the comments about that. But anyway. But right now I got to end part 1 because my throat's actually starting to hurt. But this is part 1 of the review on Jurassic Park. Let me know what you thought of the first video in the comments below that could have been well better. But I know that's a fake bowl, but that could have been way better. But anyway, so let me know in the comments below if you want to see more of Jurassic Park. And and as soon as I get my throat feeling better, I'll do another video on Jurassic Park. Until then, I'm Bio Reviews, or Bioshock Boy 25, but there's this sub-series I'm doing called Bio Reviews. Saying good night, everyone. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Alright, bye.